Okay, let's continue on the journey of completing a Klaviyo audit for a D2C brand. So I'm going to move my face over to that side. Okay, the next section that I want to cover is around auditing campaign strategies within a Klaviyo account. The very first one there is looking at the send cadence. How often are emails or SMS being sent in a campaign format? Now, there is no formula out there that is going to give you a clear answer because it depends, okay? Depends on the size of the business. It depends on the size of the email database. It depends on the email deliverability performance. If you see high unsubscribe rates or you see high marked email as spam rates, you don't want to be oversending emails to the database. Okay, that would be silly. Also, if you are generating a good amount of revenue per email send, if it's sales focused, great. That's a good indication that the cadence is good. Also, you want to send a variation of content types and so on. So there is no black and white easy way to determine this. So when you do an audit, look at the size of the account, look at the size of the database, look at other metrics like inbox placement rate, email deliverability, and so on. And then you mark this with a certain score. So I'm going to, let's say for argument 7.5, because they're sending, I don't know, 3 emails per week and they mix it up and email deliverability performance is good. Again, if you are an expert at your craft, you will be able to give a clear indication. Yeah. Also, it depends on your segmentation. If you're going to send, to the same segment every single time, that could be problematic. But if you're going to be sending campaigns to different segments, then Cadence has a lot more freedom. Okay. Let's talk about the next one, content topics. Sending a good mix of promo, product launch, survey, and educational messages. We see this way too often. Brands tend to just pepper their email database with sales emails, promo. It's just too full on. Okay, you do want a mix of content topics to send out. Otherwise, you also run the risk of inbox blindness. So people kind of ignore your emails because they know that it's just sales driven. And also you want your audience to engage with emails and make it gamification and collect, qualitative data and so forth. Again, there is no set formula out there in terms of ratios. How much promo material should you push out? How much product launch? There is no formula there. Okay. But use your brain, use your common sense. Okay. So you mark that one and you jot down your notes. Next one is message type. Okay. Message type, for a lot of D2C brands out there, you want to send a mix of both email and SMS messages. Sometimes you could send push messages. Sometimes you could be sending direct mail like postcards. Sometimes it could be WhatsApp if you're in the European countries especially. Sometimes you only send emails. Okay, so again, if there is a high likelihood of generating revenue via SMS, you will of course you will score it according to the nature of that business. If they generate high revenue with SMS and email, you want to check and ensure that they are sending both type of messages. If they're not sending SMS currently, but you know they can make revenue from it, then of course you're going to mark it a certain score. Campaign design messaging. You want to look at the emails and the SMS messages that are being sent out. Do they look modern? Do they look striking, like visually striking? Are they mobile optimized? Are there high converting call to action buttons high up on the email? Are you repeating some of your call to action buttons? Is the color contrast, so accessibility wise, it's good, and so on. Again, there is no clear formula here. you need to also run different tests on accounts to kind of know what works. Sometimes a plain text email works. So you do use some of your background knowledge in judging campaign designs and messaging. I always say, treat it as if you are a consumer of the brand. Will it get me to convert and buy again? Is the message striking in the sense that you are talking about pain points, gains, losses, and so on? Yep. Again, there is a lot of subjectivity within this particular one, but remember here, your team, your clients, they are looking at you for advice and guidance. So do some research, see what's best practice, what is the minimum font size for mobile, fonts, and so forth. You're going to score that one, and you're going to give you recommendations. Next one here, A/B testing, easy one here. If the database size is big enough, you always want to run A/B tests. Obviously, sensible, valuable A/B tests, not wishy-washy subject line tests, because you then gain learnings that you can share with the business, the brand, the teams, your clients, and so on. So pretty easy one. Are they running A/B tests on a frequent basis? Yes, no. Add in the notes. Let's quickly go into segments and scheduling and exclusion segments. So segmentation is, again, another subjective matter here. Sometimes people send to a very specific cohort. Let's say I'm going to send it out to females or men or both, or only people that purchased in the last 7 days, or I'm going to send it to a 30-day engaged audience, and so forth. You need to look into your account, your client's account, look at the segmentation, see where it makes sense, and then make a judgment call here. There is no black and white answer here, once again, but segmentation is everything, so you want to ensure that it is done correctly. And to get this right, you need to know the business, you need to know the email database, you need to know the products, and you need to know the timing of the different touch points in their journey with your brand. Exclusions, critical here to set your exclusion segments on campaign sends. Look at the Klaviyo account, look at historical sends. Are they excluding people that bounce more than X amount of time? Are they including spammers? Are they excluding recent purchases if you don't want to email your recent purchases? Are they excluding people that have logged a product return or refund? You don't want to send to those people that are unhappy about the product. Are you excluding people that gave you a negative, a bad review? Look at your exclusion segments in the account and make a judgment call from there on. And that's pretty much campaigns. Let's quickly wrap up campaigns here. So you want to look at the cadence. Is it a fair cadence? Are they oversending perhaps, and it's hurting their inbox placement rate? There's there's inbox blindness, and so on. Content topics, is there a good mix of educational, sales, promo, product launches, gamification, and so on? Are you sending both email and SMS where applicable? So are you sending direct mail where applicable? If not, so only send SMS, only send emails. Is the campaign design and the messaging, is the design sexy? Is it according to best practices, mobile optimized? Is the messaging striking and high converting? Are they doing A/B testing if the volumes allow for that? Are they doing segmentation correct? They are segmenting the right audiences here. And are they excluding the correct the segments in Klaviyo or whatever tool? So it doesn't hurt their email deliverability performance. And again, you don't annoy people by sending them irrelevant stuff.